Ship's Log, August 2023. Welcome back and hope you all enjoyed our last series, The Maiden Voyage, where we fumble through relearning sailing after years of not being on the water. If you haven't checked it out, please do. I'll put the link in the description below. And per standard YouTube requests, if you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out as we continue to catch up to real time with lots of great adventures in store. So we are once again wheels down and back in Hoonah, and we really lucked out at the start of this trip with a beautiful evening. But in typical Southeast Alaska fashion, the liquid sunshine prevailed.
Dundas Bay, maybe stop over in Gustavus and depending on the time we're making. But yeah, this is what Southeast typically is like, so.
A little different than last time, I think.
A little bit. But that's okay. It's still beautiful.
All right. Well, round two, here we go.
Here we go.
Gonna do?
We're gonna put up the sails and pretend like we know what we're doing. Not too windy today. The seas aren't too bad, so yeah. Gonna see how this goes.
All right. So this time, with a little more wisdom and confidence gained since our last trip, we venture back out toward another remote part of Glacier Bay National Park called Dundas Bay. This part of the park, much like Fern Harbor in the previous series, is off the beaten path and requires no permits or controlled entry like the main part of the park far to the east. Here we'll do a little exploring, get some stunning scenery in, and, per usual, a little bit of excitement. This area has a rich and sometimes contentious history with fishing, and in fact, in an upcoming episode, we have a little trouble ourselves with a relic of the past. If you're interested in learning more about the history of fishing and peoples in this particular area, I put a link in the description for an excellent read that the National Park Service put out titled Navigating Troubled Waters.
How's it going, Captain?
It's going well. Toward North Passage, which is near North Indian Pass, but not actually in it.
Just before it.
Just before it. And we're on our way to Dundas Bay. And yeah, we got a little sailing in, which was nice. And then the wind died. And now it's on our nose. So we are not sailing. But that's okay.
We could sail. It would just take us 3 times as long to get there, and we'd like to get there before dark.
That would be ideal. Yeah.
I think one of the hard things with Hoonah is that, at least heading out this way, there aren't anchorages that are super close by. So you kind of have to plan on a longer outing, and we're terrible at leaving early in the morning.
Yeah, or you have to really be sure about the wind, because there's some spots where you can kind of make it work. But I think if the wind shifted, you'd be totally hosed in the middle of the night, probably.
Yeah.
Running around and trying to figure out your anchor in the dark.
Well, we're getting to watch some whales out this way that are coming up. They're still pretty far away, though. I'm seeing a couple of sea otters.
Passing the entryway to Glacier Bay, which we kind of dropped the ball in the permit situation, but that's okay. Always next time.
concurred that we learned that it doesn't have to be scary. When the conditions are right, it's not too bad. Yeah, been seeing porpoises and sea otters, whales breaching, so pretty nice. Wish we were sailing, but you know, take what you can get. It's absolutely beautiful out here though, even though it's rainy-ish and cloudy, it's still just gorgeous. And then I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you can see a little line of demarcation up here in the water. So we're probably hitting a new current or some more wind. My guess with up here is that it's more current. So it's going to start pushing our boat a weird way and slowing us down or speeding us up, just depending on which way it's going. So we'll see what happens.
Dundas Bay.
Yep.
And now that we're safely anchored in the southwest finger of Dundas Bay, it's beer 30, so catch us on the next one as we launch the dinghy and go explore this very scenic area.